Alright, so I'm going to do a little build breakdown of my 24 Yep 150 and under build. This is on a Gladiator wheelbase, so 155 millimeter. Alright, so I have this body chopped, and I have it held on in the rear with two body posts going through the roof. So we'll pull those off. One, two, and I have it velcroed in the front there. We'll pull that off. Alright, there's the body. Chopped Gladiator cab. Alright, so we have the Injora helical gear transmission and 050 50T brush motor coming in at $32 on Amazon. I then have Ramp Crab metal Gladiator length links. I have OGRC Gladiator steel drive shafts. In the front, we got Allen RC front metal steering links. Then Injora Emax servo. I have RC Lines 43 millimeter shocks with no springs and bends in the front. Stock electronics that came with the scx24. I have Injora 40 millimeter big bore oil shocks on the rear with no springs, and I have those on with servo horns. So I have them attached to the chassis. This is actually a scx24 base camp chassis, but I chopped the front of the chassis off about, I'd say about an inch, and then I bent the rear rails up so the rear would sit lower. I have these skid plates, which I already had, so I don't know if I should include those in the price, but I got them on sale for $8. The Injora big bore oil shocks. Let's see, how much were those? Those are $20. These RC Lines shocks were $16. I got the Injora Emax servo on sale for $12. I then got Injora 1.0 all-terrain King Trekker tires with foams, and these aluminum beadlocks off eBay I got for $10. And I got Injora brass hex extensions for $10. Here's my list here. And I didn't include the price on everything, but it comes up to a total of $147 exactly. It's nothing really special, nothing crazy, but it can crawl some pretty good lines. I have the stock electronics velcroed to the top of the transmission box. And I have this slider bent in so the tires wouldn't rub on it. Also on this side, same thing. I have bands on the front with 43 millimeter shocks. They hold up pretty well going up. These are brass hex extensions, the steering link, the Emax servo. I don't really care for it, but it's cheap and it works. I didn't need nothing crazy, but it works. I glued these smaller tungsten weights onto the rear axle to keep it planted. I also did the same on front, but these are bigger and they weigh more, and I glued them to the inside of the axle here. I don't know if you can see them, it's kind of blurry, but they're in there, right about there. Yeah, this thing performs actually pretty well for what it is, for being a $147 comp style rig. Again, it is on a stock chassis, stock skid plate. The body is a little difficult to get on here because I didn't glue these posts down, so I have to move them every time I want to put the body on. Let me put you down for a second. Just a moment. Alright, we got the posts on. Now we're going to Velcro the front down to this little stock chassis piece here that I used. Push that down a little bit. Yes, for 24 Yeps challenge. Hopefully he sees this, which would be pretty cool if he commented on it. It sits pretty low too. Can fit about 2 fingers under it, maybe. It's got a pretty nice stance to it too. I wasn't going for a lot of flex because too much flex will hurt performance, but it flexes enough that it works. And I have the rear bumper, or the front bumper in the rear just for looks. I think it looks cool. I had my own little spin on it. I don't know, I think it looks cool. And then we're going to take these pins. I have these through the body post here. Then put you down for a second so I get these in. Got one in. Not two. Alright, I'm back. And that's how we do that. Body post on top, Velcro under the hood on front, across a piece of stock chassis piece that I got bolted in there. Here it is. I'll try to get some more footage sometime, hopefully tomorrow, if not next week. Alright, hope you guys liked the rig, enjoyed, and thanks for watching. See you later. Remember to like and subscribe to 218 Crawlers. Alright, see ya.